First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to very highly thank the management of the Kenya Tea Packers Limited, that is KETEPA. One, for the continued quality production of tea. And two, its positioning for the purposes of improving terms and conditions of workers' welfare. Any disagreement, we have been able for so many years back to negotiate, to freely negotiate for renewal of our collective bargaining agreement, that is CBA, without referring to a third party or without referring to Labor Relations Court or to the parent Ministry of Labor for arbitration. And I want to thank the skillful leadership by the management under the able HR department led by Ayub, who has done a commendable job on behalf of Kenya Tea Packers Limited, based in Kericho, Kenya. The CBA that we have been reviewing, it was in force between 2016 and 2017, where last time we managed to get 12%. But because of the prolonged political situation in the country and the drought and a lot of challenges in the industry, in the agricultural sector of the economy, this time we decided to agree and to come to an agreement of 10, totaling to 20% for the CBA 2018-2019. With a promise that when we will be reviewing this through our members on the ground, whom we will appeal to redouble their efforts and make sure that KETEPA maximizes its profit between now and 2021, we will be in a position to revert back to our earlier demand of 12%. Nevertheless, with 10% wage increase for 2016 and 10%, 2018, 10% and 2019, 20%, totaling 20% wage increase, it has pushed most of our members who are messengers, who are the tea packers and artisans. The one currently earning 25,000 shillings will go to 30,000 shillings. The one earning 17,000 shillings will earn 21,000 shillings. And those artisans who are our members currently earning 66,000 shillings, they will go up to 80,000 Kenya shillings. That is a wonderful improvement. And also we have looked into other monetary areas that will go in tandem with the same percentage. So I want to take this opportunity to thank Ayub and the management of KETEPA for the good job this shop steward and us HR. So now I will ask Ayub to say a few things on behalf of KETEPA, and then we append our signature. I want to take this opportunity to appeal. KETEPA is based in Kericho. KETEPA has increased wage increase by 10%. We are having a big problem with Unilever, James Finlay. On the same percentage, they want to lower workers to 5, 6, 7, up to 8% maximum, and they are multinationals. KETEPA is an African 100% owned company. It can give workers 10%. And the government, we are appealing to the government, particularly the Minister for Labor. He must tell James Finlay in Kericho. He must term Unilever in Kericho. They want to declare workers redundant without involving the union. And we will not take it as a union lying. Unilever is an international company. And if they continue doing what they are doing, we are going to join the locals in Kericho to demand for that land, to go back to county government so that it can be managed by county governments. The way the Western Kenya now, Western Kenya, Nyanza, and North Rift, they have agreed to manage sugarcane factories. Governors, we will push out multinational out of tea sector and hand over the factories and management of tea to the county governments, both in Nandi, Kericho, and Sotik, so that when it is 100% African owned, an African has a feeling for an African. But I can say without fear of contradiction that James Finlay management are the worst racist management we have ever had since independence. And the Kenya government must tame them. Thank you, I will say something.
You all, more particularly the union, Kenya Plantation and Agriculture Workers Union, under the leadership of Mhandisi, Francis Atwoli, for recognizing that we are partners in this business, and we have conducted ourselves in the negotiation of the CPA freely as equal partners in the business, recognizing the contribution of the workers to the business, and also bearing in mind the welfare of the other stakeholders, particularly the shareholders. So we have been guided in our negotiations freely through the factors that guide or that determine the wage increase that were taken into account while negotiating these CPS that we have negotiated freely and in good faith, each party taking their rightful positions in the negotiations, and we agreed freely, recognizing the fact that workers contribute their contribution to the business, and we want to have them motivated so that they can even produce more and even bring ideas, innovative ideas, for bettering the performance of the company. That we have no doubt in our mind that we'll have a motivated workforce through this kind of agreement that we have signed, given that their terms will improve tremendously. And we have had support in our industrial relations the practice in the industry, particularly in our group, KTDA group. We have had a good working relationship, understanding in so far as management of industrial relations is concerned. We have been sorting ourselves whenever we have issues, we have disputes, because you know this is like a family, you can't fail to have disputes. We have resolved those disputes amicably without reference to third parties at our own levels, and by so doing we have run our business successfully, and we look forward to doing even much better. So with the assurance from Mhandisi and his team that we'll carry on this business in this manner, where we still recognize each other as partners in the business, we'll definitely post our relationship, our industrial relationship, and grow this organization for the benefit, mutual benefit of both parties. So thank you very much. We look upon the workers and to improve, to double the effort in performance.